there, Leo, and welcome to your tarot reading for October 1st to 15th, 2021. This is a general tarot reading, focusing on what is most important for you to know during this time frame. If you like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. I really want to thank you for joining me, and if you do want to find out how to get a free personal reading from me, I'm going to do some giveaways. You can just stay tuned until the end there where I'll tell you that. Also, if you want to formulate a question, oh my goodness, by the time I get to the outcome card, I will tell you if that card means yes or no. We'll get some cards of clarification and some cards of advice at the end. So we're just going to get started. We're going to look at the current situation that you're having during this time frame, October 1st to 15th, 2021. What is the current situation? Okay, and we have the Two of Wands. So it looks like, Leo, you're looking towards the future, focusing on the future. You know, you've made some plans, but they're kind of just in the planning stages and looking towards the future and how that's going to work out for you. But let's see what is influencing this. Whoa, that's too much. Good grief. It looks like the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups wanted to show themselves. So, but we'll see what is influencing that. So that could be, you know, if you just want contentment with a, you know, with your partnership too. Okay, so let's see. So what is influencing this? We have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So two sevens here coming out for you, Leo, that's influencing this, how you're looking towards the future, right? So this is like you're analyzing things, right? There's so many choices to analyze. So you're trying to gain understanding and awareness of what the future may bring. If you make these certain choices, you feel that maybe like you don't want to do any underhanded things. Maybe someone's trying to convince you that the best way to kind of fulfill your dreams is to do something underhanded here with the Seven of Swords coming out. But this is, you know, basically someone that is very sneaky and deceptive, right? So you're thinking about the future that way, Leo. Like you could be dealing with somebody that's kind of sneaky and deceptive and kind of has you, you know, confused, is what I'm seeing from this too. And then you're thinking about the future, maybe with this person or the situation. Maybe you're employed here somewhere that is like this, but so let's just see the base of the situation. And like I said, my goodness, these cards are just jumping half over in the deck today. It's quite something. So we'll see what the base of the situation is here for you, Leo, and then I'll get some cards of clarification, like I said, and some cards of advice here. So, okay, so the base of the situation is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it's like too much work, too burdened, just overburdened, maybe asking too much for help, caring too much what other people think, you know, like this is maybe, you know, this is not wanting something to end, not wanting to put this burden down of what you're feeling here, Leo. But I feel like there's somebody deceptive in your environment that's kind of confusing you. Let's see what is in your recent past. The Star could be dealing with an Aquarius for some of you. There is some other fire signs here too, and maybe some water. But with the Aquarius is coming out here, like, you know, you felt like there's hope and healing in this situation. You have a lot of hope, like you think that this is your wish come true, that this, you know, that this situation is going to heal and resolve whatever this was with this confusion, this maybe fantasy and deception here. And you're wondering, how are you going to carry that into the future? Like, it's pretty hard to, right? So let's see what we have about your overall thoughts and attitude about this situation. All right, then. So you got the Hierophant. So you're like super committed here, Leo. It's like you're in it. You know, you're in it for the long haul type of thing with the Hierophant coming in. You're very committed to the situation. You could be thinking about, well, maybe I need to get some help from somebody or talk to a trusted friend or a counselor or something like this. But you're very traditional and very committed in this situation here, Taurus. It's also Taurus. I don't know why I called you Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo. Yeah, it does. It is Taurus. Interesting. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius. Pretty much everybody's here now with the fire signs and the water as well, but predominantly those ones. So let's see what's happening in the immediate future with this. You know, you are looking towards the future. You have the High Priestess in reverse. So it looks like, you know, you're not using your intuition here, Leo. I hate to be blunt, but that's when this comes out in reverse. It's like you're not listening to your inner guidance. You're kind of just ignoring it. You're ignoring your intuition. You're ignoring your gut feelings on things here, Leo. You're trying to push it down so you can be traditional, even though you know there's something that's off, is what I'm getting. You know there's something off, Leo. Oops. And your fears in this, the fears of the situation. Oh, okay. So you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. It's like you don't want to lose what you have. You don't want to be single, is what I'm getting. It's like you're stuck in a relationship where someone's doing something shady. That's what's this reading is. Or like maybe you're stuck in a job that someone's doing something shady, but you just don't want to let go because that's what you have. So you want to hang on to what you have. You don't want that independence from whatever the situation is because it's serving you in some fashion. So let's see what is coming up for you in the environment, or how the others are seeing you in this time frame, or what are some environmental factors. 2 more cards coming out. Good grief. Oh boy. So they're seeing like really conflicted in a committed situation is how they're seeing you, Leo. They see you that there's pettiness, there's arguments, there's fighting in a committed situation, whether this be at a job or if it is a marriage or a relationship, a long-term relationship, that type of thing. But they see that you are very, you're in a situation that, you kind of have to, there's a lot of pettiness, there's a lot of arguments and disagreements going on, is what I'm seeing. And how about your hopes? What is in your hopes position? What are you hoping for out of all of this? That's too many. You got lots of hopes going on. I did see the Justice card, however. So yeah, some of you could be dealing with the Pisces as well. Okay. So you got the Nine of Swords. So you want an end to the stress. You want an end to the sleepless nights. You want an end to the worry about the situation. You just want it to be over with. You don't want to be trapped in your thoughts. You don't want to be stressed out. You don't want to be kept up at night, right? So what is the outcome for you, Leo, during this time frame? Thank you. Wow, that's too many. There's like 7 cards there. My goodness. What is the outcome for Leo, October 15th to 31st? Okay, thank you. Wow, we have the Knight of Wands. Wow, going on a new adventure. You got a new passion, a new energy that's bubbling up. Whether that, is towards this situation or like it's like a renewal, or you're going to take action. You're going to take some action towards this. We'll get some clarifiers, see what kind of action. But a definite yes in answer to your question. And, some of you could be moving business places. Some of you could be moving households. A lot of people moving, it seems like, in these readings. Like a lot of people moving either from where they work or their homes, that type of thing. But definitely yes in answer to your question, Leo. Okay. So in the center of the reason during this time frame, you're kind of, you're thinking about the future. You're thinking like, well, I gotta, I've kind of made this decision. I gotta start making some plans. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a plan to be stable, look after things yourself, not have to rely on others. The Queen of Pentacles is basically the single mother energy that, looks after everything, pays all the bills, does all the housework, gets everything, and just has everything looked after. And so you're thinking about in your future, how are you going to have all that looked after? Is basically, it's not male or female, it's just that energy of like, how am I going to manage all of this, right? Because what's influencing this is all this confusion and a little bit of deceit going on. So I just want one clarifier for the 7 of Cups and 7 of Swords here, right? So I'm just wanting one clarifier for that, because that's in your environment, or that's what's influencing it. So it could be outside of yourself, or it could be like yourself. You're being confused, or But I feel like this deceit is very confusing for you. Too much. Okay, so clarify for the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So a couple 7s, here, so you might want to look that up and see. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just wanting to hang on to what you have. And it's kind of, irregardless if someone has got you confused, or, if it's confusing to you, or you're just really worried about hanging on to what you have, kind of being miserly. This could be like hanging on to relationships, but it could also be like trying to hang on to money. Maybe you're financially stuck in this situation, whether it be beholden to a job or a person or a situation or whatever. And the 10 of Wands in reverse, so you're not wanting an ending, and you got Judgment, but you have to decide. And you feel like you're maybe passing judgment on this person, or you're being judgmental, that type of thing. But this reminds you to not be judging yourself or others too difficult. But it's also like a resurrection. It's like, things things need to be changed here in some form with judgment, right? There needs to be a resurrection of a situation or an ending is basically what I'm getting in the base of the situation. In the immediate past here, we had a lot of hope and healing for this situation. You know, there's a lot of hope and healing here with this Star card coming out. You do have Major Arcana, and we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, because this is somebody that you see, or a situation or a leader that you have that you see as bold and powerful and passionate and energetic, and they get stuff done, and like you do have admiration in this situation for an individual, and that's maybe holding you back. But you kind of want to be more set up financially, however. We got the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is, you know, it's like you had a lot of hope where there was disruption in a committed situation, because you still have a lot of passion for this person, or you still hold this person and view them as very, you know, passionate, intuitive, and a good person. So let's just see the Hierophant here. It's interesting because this is a divine couple, and the female energy is coming out in the reverse, right? So that's very interesting here. It's like the opposite. It's like you're at odds, you know, you're at odds for sure. So the Hierophant, we'll get a clarifier on this Hierophant and the overall attitude. Ace of Wands and the Chariot. So yes, could be dealing with a Cancer too for some of you. And the Ace of Wands, it's like you want to have that passion. You want to have that new passion. You want to have that new spark. You want to rush towards that and just kind of get that back maybe. Hey, whether it be in a job, like you want to spark that passion again and that new drive to get something done and to you know, move towards victory quickly, right? And you could, yeah, Cancer you could be dealing with. Okay, so why is this High Priestess here in reverse? It's like not using your intuition, not listening to your gut. You got the Five of Pentacles. Because you don't want to be alone, Leo. You don't want to be out in the cold. You don't want to be out in the sidelines watching. You know, you just kind of, I don't know, you're putting up with something here that I'm not sure what to say about it. We have the, I said that in the Temperance wanted to come out, so we're going to go with that. So you're trying to bring balance to the situation. It could be dealing with a Sagittarius for some of you. But Temperance coming out, it's like you're trying to bring balance and harmony in the situation by not trusting your gut and just kind of, you know, so you don't get left out in the cold. Okay, so this is pretty self-explanatory. It's like you don't want to be single. You want to hang on to what you have here. Your feeling of not being, you know, financially stable without the situation that you're in, whether it be a job or a relationship. How others are seeing you. I'll just get a clarifier on this Five of Wands. So they see that you're maybe in a committed situation where there's a lot of conflict. There's maybe some competition. Yeah. And with the Page of Wands too, that like there's communication around this, you know, people could be talking, kind of gossiping, that type of thing. The Queen of Wands is good for that too. So yeah, the Page of Wands is kind of like a new adventure. You want to look at it with fresh eyes and new passions, this committed situation. Okay, so Nine of Swords. Oh my goodness. Just the Five of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to have any regrets. Who wants regrets anyway, right, Leo? Who wants regrets? Nobody wants any regrets. So you're hoping that you're not going to regret whatever choice you make. But in the end, in the outcome, you're going to take some sort of form of action here. You're going to take action in this situation. So let's just get a clarifier on that Knight of Wands. Whether that be, you know, rushing in and, you know, taking action towards following your passion, towards this, if it's a person or a job, and you have the Ten of Swords. So it looks like you're going to rush in and take action towards an ending or a recovery here. The Ten of Swords often sometimes indicates recovery from addictions too. So the devil didn't come out here in this situation, but somebody is being, you know, a bit sneaky here. And so the Ten of Swords can indicate, you know, an ending and new beginnings. You see that sun rising there, hey? Even though, you know, he's been backstabbed and beat up, there's still that new horizon for him. So you're moving quickly to this ending is what I'm seeing. Moving quickly on to ending something. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a job or a relationship. But let's just get a couple cards of advice for you, Leo, and see Okay, there's a couple that are coming out. Very nice. Wow, it says patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Interesting. And the other one is spiritual teacher. So your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. For some of you, for sure. Well, I just want to read this patience, please, and see what some of the other messages are as well. It's very interesting that comes out. So you maybe need some patience because you just want to hastily, go towards this ending. So the fairies manifest desires. I'm sorry, I'm using the magical messages of the fairies there for our words of advice here. So the fairies manifest desires instantly, and whatever they think about occurs immediately. So they understand why you may feel impatient when your prayers aren't answered right away. This card is reassuring you that your desires are being worked on behind the scenes. And although you may not perceive these results at present, trust that things are moving in the right direction. You'll soon see and experience your desired outcome. So additional meaning for this card is heaven has heard you and is working on your prayers. And what you're asking for is nearly at hand. You'll receive the money you need. Keep the faith, stay positive, and continue attuning, affirming, and praying. Your relationship with your soulmate will soon manifest. And wait before making a move on the topic you're asking about. So the advice is maybe wait before making this move is kind of what I'm getting from that, Leo. Well, that was a pretty interesting reading. Again, I really want to thank you for joining me. And if you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. If you do want to enter for a free tarot reading from me, you can just email me at greyworldtarot@gmail.com and put free reading in the subject line. So I will see you in the middle of October.